And we got another episode of Ace's Table with your host, Ace the Great.
And your highly opinionated co-host is finally back. For another episode. I know y'all miss me.
Yes, sir.
Just handling a little bit of business, but I'm back. With my boy Ace at Ace's Table. Let me see your poker faces, man. Give it some.
We missed you, bro. I was trying to figure out, like, I was trying to record with you gone, but the vibe wasn't the same, bro. I posted one of the episodes for episode 3.
I ain't gonna lie, I ain't watch it.
I ain't gonna lie, a lot of people ain't watch it. Like, it ain't get the views and the amount of attention.
I ain't watch it.
It was pretty decent. It was pretty decent. I feel like it was more. I feel like it was more like charismatic, like more like inviting.
Yeah.
But like
it wasn't as structured.
Yeah, it wasn't like we weren't talking about nothing.
Yeah. We gonna talk about something today. We got a lot to talk about, man. A lot to talk about.
Talk about like anything on your mind, bro, lately, bro.
Man, trying to multiply, man.
Multiply.
Trying to multiply.
Kids?
Nah. Not biblically.
Talking
about M's, brother.
M's, it's okay.
Our faces. Trying to multiply, man.
Yeah, you got to, because you gotta kind of set yourself up, bro.
Yeah, for sure. And it's not just about, it's not all monetary, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Multiply knowledge, multiply everything, you know what I mean?
Yeah. I've been reading lately. I know you seen my books. I still seen my books. Yeah, I've been
trying to reach a higher spiritual plane.
Yeah, I'm trying to get back into my reading stuff. I don't know, my attention span just been everywhere. I just gotta like set aside time for it.
And you gotta find something that you like to read.
Yeah, that's the thing. I've been forcing myself to read just because I know it's like information in the book, but it's just like
you read what you want to read.
Gotta be digestible. I feel like
when I was like, I used to read too much. Like when I was young, like my sisters that had them little teenage books with
Wattpad. You was on her Wattpad, bro.
Huh?
You was on her Wattpad.
Nah. You know the little books. With the black authors, right? You know about like inner city urban stories about teenagers and stuff like that, and young adults. She used to have those. I read one, and I read a little sexy, and I was like 6. She walked in the house. I'm like, nasty as hell, shawty. Threw the book at her.
I should have highlighted the page. She's like, what is this?
I was not ready to see that.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I was, I'm 6. I knew what was going on, but like.
But like, especially like, I've been trying to like, working on investing in myself.
Yeah, for sure. Because
I'm the type of person, I'm going to spend my money, but I'm not really going to invest in myself, like buy myself stuff that I really need, really want. Like, I haven't really been taking like a lot of risks lately, but like with this podcast, I've been like trying to put money into it.
Yeah, for sure.
Trying to I just got a new computer, you know. I had to upgrade my old one I'm using now actually. It'd be dying so fast. It'd last like 2 hours and it die, and it's kind of slow. So I just wanted to get something new. Got that, trying to invest in myself, trying to, little by little, podcast gonna get better and better. You're gonna invest in more things.
We got more guests coming.
More guests.
A lot of different type of guests. You know what I mean?
Different types. Yeah, we're gonna have women on here. I know we ain't had them.
Wait, whoa. Why when I say different types, you said women? Like, why is that the first thing you said?
No, I'm not. I'm not even acknowledging that. Really, like, I'm just taking like a different perspective, like a different. I'm not like it's separate from that. Yeah. Like, I'm just saying, like, we haven't had no woman on here yet. Yeah. Or you had 2 guests.
We definitely need more perspective on here.
Yeah. Like, I know they have stuff they want to talk about. And we ain't here like, we ain't like my other podcasts where they just be coming on there bashing women. You're not special. I do not like black women. No. We love our black queens on here. We love our black queens. Yeah.
And if you don't like black women, why are you saying that for, bro?
Yeah, bro. Niggas had to make announcements.
It don't sound good to say. At all.
Niggas, like, I don't make an announcement, I don't like white women. Like, I don't make that announcement.
Exactly,
like, what's up with you, bro? I don't know. I guess they think that makes them feel like they got power.
Man, that ain't nothing, bro. But yeah, like we said, more guests, more ideas, more topics. We've gone delve deeper and deeper on this show. You know what I mean? We want everybody that's at home watching. Follow us on Instagram, follow subscribe to us on YouTube, of course. And participate when we ask questions and polls and stuff like that. Participate so y'all can be a part of the show with us.
Hell yeah, like if you just got like a message or something, just DM it, comment it, or whatever. Like that's what we all for, cause you really learn from conversation.
Yeah, for
you
sure.
learn a lot, like more than you just learn from like anything else, cause we got a lot of nonverbal communication. Then you got stuff you gotta interpret and like really like
and
process.
Yeah, stuff you only get from human interaction. You can't get that stuff from a book.
Especially you learn stuff about yourself. You learn other perspectives, other people. So like always having that conversation is always good.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, for sure. But hey, you listen to that Gunna?
Yeah. I skimmed over it.
I know, bro. You don't listen to no music, bro.
I listen to a lot of music. I just don't listen to the music you may want me to listen to.
The mainstream stuff. Alright, yeah. We can do the other stuff. Yeah. I listen
to mainstream music too. Like and then there's some underground artists that I know for a fact you don't listen to.
Oh, we gonna see. We got this whole segment for that. So like,
yeah.
Say talk your stuff, but like out of the songs you heard, how you feeling? Like you vibing with them? You rocking with them? Anything stick?
I like I don't know that bitch. Like that.
Like G-Herbo?
Yep.
Yeah,
like that. I like Flooded. Don't like none of the Young Thug features. Shout out to Thug.
Yeah.
No,
Underwoman.
But I don't like none of the Thug features.
He could have definitely came harder, bro.
Mainly because I like this album. The last album he dropped so much. You know what I mean? I feel like he did so much with that I was kind of anticipating that all his verses this year were gonna be like, foot on their neck. But that's cool. Yeah. Still rock with Thug.
They took all the good Thug verse, Thug and Gunna songs and put them on his albums. That's good.
Gunna, he
got the short end of the stick.
Every album he been on, like he been a part of, like because I consider like that Punk album to be something like he's a part of. You know what I mean? Because that's he's YSL artist. The Slime Language tape.
Yeah.
Which was I think was good. You know what I mean? I think Gunna especially like he showed out on that tape. So like Gunna been like he kind of been on the road. He kind of been on the road for sure. What's your favorite song off the album?
What's my favorite song off the album? Living Wild. Living Wild because it's just he starts out talking about like taking drugs and like his kidney. He had the kidney problems and stuff like and trying with this once. Like it's talking about like his.
I seen him doing the whip on Instagram. Time I was like. Schlep.
Yeah, but don't do that. Don't do that shit. This shit is not good. But it's just like it's a different perspective, like his more vulnerable side, like why he doing that, stress,
for sure.
all that stuff. So like you don't really see that. You mainly see like the good vibes, like have a good time gunning,
Yeah, and that's important for like any artist, like growing as an artist or anything you do, like just becoming more vulnerable. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And like connecting more with your fans. Cause that's when you're gonna connect with your fans. When you have those hits. Where the fans really can feel it and they can connect with it emotionally, you know what I mean?
And also as a person, like you just gotta go through like, okay, understand your emotions, like, okay, why I'm doing that, like what's the root behind that? Why I'm doing that? How does it make me feel? And why does it make me feel this way? Like you start answering those questions about yourself. You gotta ask those questions, kind of like reflect. Always being like reflecting mode.
For sure.
That's what I try to do. Like reflect. Like okay, what did I do today? What did I do wrong? How can I prevent it? What's the next steps to go about it? So that's just like kind of like a proactive.
Yeah, a lot of us like we not self-aware. Like we just go through our days like, and then we start all over, and we just go through our day not being conscious of our existence for real. So since we're not self-aware, a lot of times we lack perspective. On what's really going on in our lives. So being self-aware is super important.
Yeah, it's so habitual nowadays.
Exactly.
Whether it be jobs, whatever it is, but you gotta, kind of realize what you're doing. Good ways like to practice. What's it called?
You just said something about being habitual. Then you talking about practice.
Yeah. What's it called? Mindfulness, it's mindfulness.
Exactly.
Mindfulness is like
understanding what's going on with state of mind. Your state of being.
Mindfulness is like focus on the present. Kind of like when you focus on the past, you kind of get
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly. Like living in the moment. But like being conscious of that moment that you're living in, like what state of being am I in? What state of mind am I in at this point? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like sometimes they'll tell you like go outside and like focus on like the leaves on the tree. Like what sound is that making? Like you just focus on one little thing. You'll focus on that, and that'll be your whole like meditation for like 10 minutes. Just you focus on that one thing. That kind of brings you back like down to earth. Like okay, like take it moment by moment. Like kind of calms you down. Like okay, like it's all happening in a moment. Everything's moving. The world's moving. Like you know, kind of slows it down for you. So yeah, I try to practice that mindfulness, especially like when my emotions kind of overcome me or whatever, get angry or whatever. I can't be spazzing on y'all too much.
Yeah, let's spaz. We can't be having that.
Yeah, I get rid of those spazzing days.
Okay. So you said we watched the Eternals the other day, didn't we?
Yeah, we definitely did.
Yeah, for sure.
It was 6.
A 6?
6.
6 out of 10. Yeah, that's how I felt about it too. And it's been a long time since I fell asleep inside a Marvel movie. When I went to go see it, I fell asleep.
Oh, you see me
at the movie theater.
Right there,
I fell asleep at the movie theater. I don't never fall asleep at the movie theater. I fell asleep at the movie theater, bro.
And everybody know I be up late. I went to bed like at 11:30 watching that. Like,
so
fell asleep on the couch. Not even in my
put you
bed.
down. Put you down.
I was just like, it's just like a lot of explaining and so much story building.
Yeah, it's a lot of story
in one
building.
Movie.
You know, it has to be so much story building because you're like introducing like 10 new characters. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's hard to like introduce that many new characters and try to you know what I mean, give everybody a decent amount of light while still focusing on the storyline and everything. It was they tried to do a lot with it. And if it was maybe a longer movie with like maybe a more climatic ending, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Then that would have been cool.
Yeah, I feel like the next like Eternal movie or whatever branch off or whatever they do with them, I feel like the next one's gonna be way better because they kind of already built that story. They have to focus on that.
Yeah, for sure.
Have you seen the Moonlight trailer?
Yeah, I've seen the Moonlight trailer.
Yeah.
You know I'm a comic nerd, so like I'll be waiting for all of this stuff to come out. Like for sure, waiting for all this stuff to come out.
I don't really follow Moon Knight like too much, but I know on like Marvel Ultimate Alliance, I used to always pick Moon Knight and like whip up with him, like kick ass with him. So like I know like he's just like a character. I wanna see about him. You know, they building kind of this world of superheroes and whatnot. So I just want to see about him and see what perspective they take.
Yeah. It's gonna be. I think it's gonna be a dope series. I think I like how like Marvel like addresses like all like the real problems in the world, like racism, mental illness. And like he looked like in the trailer he like got like some type of dissociative like personality disorder.
Yeah.
Where he thinks he's like 2 or 3 different people. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like they talk about like real stuff. You know what I mean? Like stuff that's actually going on in the world from like an everyday human's perspective. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
which
sure.
I like.
Yeah, and then it's just like every like show got they like own different perspective. Like WandaVision, they talk about like grief and like having all this power and like what would you do with it, and then like the Falcon Winter Soldier, just more like okay,
and then not being enough.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah, like
exactly.
Falcon Winter Soldier is like about like being broke. You're not really making money off being a superhero. Like unless you like already a millionaire or like kind of like selling your own self, merchandising yourself. You're not really making money like that, and they still like kind of like discriminating you, like the stuff that happened after the blip. Yeah, exactly. So it's just like they show like different perspectives of every aspect. It's like world building, like I was saying earlier. They building that world, like you're really feeling like every question is kind of being filled. Like, okay, what does it feel like for this superhero to go through this or that, or this type of superhero or that type of superhero? And
then like they also like superheroes are not the only characters.
Yeah.
You know, and like they don't only build up the superhero characters, like the main character. They build up other characters like with Aunt May and Happy and the rest of Spider-Man's friends, Ned Leeds, you know what I mean, and MJ. They build those characters up, so like you have perspective of like just how would a regular person deal with this situation or being close to this type of person, or you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because you get their perspective as well, so that's what I like about Marvel's world, but they just don't focus on just the superheroes, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's definitely like good with like the character building. Like even the Hawkeye series, they don't have powers, you know, they doing what they can. They can't even always rely on the Avengers. It's not that simply just like call them up, like they got their own shit they dealing with, so you gotta like, figure out how you gonna make do with what you got. Like.
Exactly.
So yeah, I really feel like I'm ready for a movie. What Marvel movie I really anticipate. I don't know when it's coming out, but the next Thor movie. I'm really look forward to that.
Love and Thunder.
Love and Thunder. Yeah, I have like a sheet Thor.
I read about the something about I'm always reading something. I read about the supposed plot of it.
Yeah,
it's gonna be a good, very, very, very good movie. I got I guess Liam Neeson was playing Zeus, I believe, in the series. So it's gonna be like a pantheon of gods type thing. It's gonna be like a villain named Gore the God Butcher or something. I'm not trying to get too much spoilers. But it's gonna be a dope movie supposedly, and Thor's supposed to go through like a big transformation in this movie.
Yeah, I'm ready for that because I feel like Thor needs that more godly or cosmic, mythological type of kind of run because he's been doing a lot of stuff on Earth. It's kind of like been connected to Earth, so I want to see like what does he got to go through being so powerful? Like what is a real threat to his society, his world? Like what's that like? So with that being said, we're gonna transition to more of a sports lane like basketball. How do you feel about the Hawks? Like Hawks update. We need to update.
Okay. I just want to establish this. We're big Atlanta City sports fans, big Georgia State, any state teams, big fans of Georgia, and big fans of sports, period. So we're going to talk a lot about sports on this podcast. We're going to have a lot of different segments with sports talking for all my sports heads out there. But pivoting back to what you said about the Hawks, we just made a trade. We got a first round pick for Cam Reddish and Solomon Hill, I think. And we gave a second round pickup.
Yeah.
And we got Charlotte's pick from the Knicks, and we got Kevin Knox, who probably won't even play. So, I think it was, we wasn't gonna, like a lot of people don't see basketball the way like we see it because we really know about basketball. You know what I mean? So, like, you gotta think about all the different variables that happen with the business of basketball and everything. So like, we can't really afford to pay another valuable player like Cam Reddish when this season's over because we already done paid Cameron Herter and DeAndre Hunter's money is coming up. So a lot of that stuff goes into the decisions that the GMs make to trade players. So we went and got some assets for him instead of just losing him for nothing. You know what I mean? Yeah,
definitely being proactive. Like
exactly.
I feel like. And I heard that he asked for like the trade.
Yeah, like in the off season.
Yeah, like,
and I'm pretty sure he probably didn't. Maybe he still felt like that because we suck pretty bad. Like we number 12 in the East, I believe, right now.
Yeah, and he wasn't really getting a lot of minutes.
He was getting decent.
Till like right before he got traded.
And he was. I feel like Cam Reddish was playing well. I believe he was shooting like 41%, 42% from the field.
But also he was
38% for three. Too. Yeah.
That man's kind of injury prone. So like.
I mean, the whole team's been going through a lot when it comes to injuries and
but
COVID protocol.
He'll get injured in the middle of the game, come back the next game, get injured, come back. Like, come on, bro. Different injuries. It's like.
I mean, you could. That's not always a player's fault. Sometimes it could be the training staff.
Yeah. I'm not saying that, but I'm just saying
what I mean? And you remember Kawhi left the Spurs because of the training staff. You know what I mean? So it could be anything. But the Hawks, we struggling right now, but I know we gonna at least get a playing spot, and I believe in us in any pressure situation. Honestly, I believe in Trae Young in any pressure situation because he steps up to the plate. And who would we play like? Maybe like the Hornets or we could beat those teams.
Bro, I finally seen Trae Young in person. I know this sounds crazy, but I haven't been in a Hawks game in so long. But yesterday I went to a Hawks game. It was lit. I mean, Trae Young. I ain't gonna lie, like he was tearing it up in the third quarter, but I was like getting food like at that moment, so I was like missing it. But I seen like the fourth quarter and like the end of the third quarter, he was definitely dumb. I seen him hit like 3 threes back to back. He nutmegged them. You seen that nutmeg?
Yeah.
Nasty.
Yeah. When he gets hot, that's my little move right there too. But when he gets hot, he is a problem. I had an argument with like I'm a Hawks fan, but I try not to be delusional.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? I don't want to be like a Knicks fan. You know what I mean? Like I don't want to be like just spewing crazy stuff just because I like the team. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like I had an argument. Somebody was like Trae Young my uncle actually was like, Trae Young is the best point guard in the NBA, and I didn't want to like shoot him down. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But like, cause we both Hawks fans, but like we got to be honest with ourselves. We need, before we can say that, we need a lot more. I feel like we need a lot more from Trae. You know what I mean? Maybe.
Well, I feel like we can say this. He's the best point guard in the East.
Oh. Yeah, I guess we ain't got no choice.
Exactly, like, bro.
Yeah.
Best point guard in the East.
Then like only point guards that I would put above him this season specifically are Steph, maybe. Steph been on a shooting slump. He's been struggling a little bit lately. And Chris Paul. Chris Paul is a wizard on both sides of the floor. So
I don't know. People is putting
Ja Morant is Ja's up there.
I don't know. They lost one game when he was gone, and it's like they're playing the same. I'm not saying like they're not better with.
That's a sign. That's a sign of how good of a team they are.
Yeah, I'm saying they're a good team. Like
I feel like
people are overblowing. Like
his production has ramped up though. Like his production ramped up.
Yeah.
I feel like he's still more electric than he is productive. You know what I mean? As far as like when you talk about the elite guards in the NBA, like if you looked at his actual production, you'd be like, but you can see his impact on the game. Like he makes like momentum shifting plays constantly in the game.
He's definitely gonna play hard. Yeah,
exactly. So yeah, you got to give him his credit. You got to give him his credit. And shout out to the Memphis Grizzlies, them boys going crazy in Tennessee.
Yeah, but what about the Lakers?
Yeah. Okay, so I don't understand why they ever traded for Russell Westbrook. And
I don't know either.
I don't think Russell understands why they traded for him either, because it just don't make sense. Like, he's not helping them win. He's got to pay him more money next year. He got $47 million play option next year.
Yeah, man.
You know he coming to cash that motherfucker in. So
he's just been declining like the last 3 years, and people been telling me, bro.
They season is over. LeBron might.
I was defending him. I don't know why, bro. I'm kind of upset. Like, this man disappointed me, bro. I've been defending this man for a minute.
I mean, yeah.
Last 2 seasons, I was defending him hard. Like, bro, he played hard. But if you really think about it, he don't play really hard. He only play like, the fun parts of basketball. Like, you know, you want to
grab rebounds,
dunk, and not playing no defense. You know,
he don't
pass the alley hoops and like that's all the fun parts. You don't want to like grit and grind with basketball. I feel like.
I mean, Russell Westbrook can't give you the same production he can give you unless he could give you that production, then he's really not valuable to your team as far as winning goes. And
they benched him the other night.
The Lakers. I mean, LeBron might just be done like just going to the finals every year. Like that might be over with, and that's okay with us. Like that's okay with me. I don't know if it's okay with you.
I mean, shit, he already cemented himself, bro. I think he's going for that cream record, bro.
Yeah, exactly.
He's going for that shit, bro. Like, no cap.
Yeah, he's going for it. I mean, he's still good enough to play in the NBA. Like, he's not at a point where he needs to retire. And that's not what I'm saying. But like, just the like him, like LeBron used to be like guaranteed you going to the finals or the Eastern Conference Finals.
Like, you know you're gonna see LeBron. Like,
if you got LeBron on your team, your team is going to at least the Eastern Conference Finals. And that's since he was in Cleveland the first time. You know what I mean? So, but it's been a rough ride this year. I mean, he's getting older. Hopefully he'll get the team up with his son one of these years if he keep playing. You know, he playing until he about 45. So.
Hell yeah. You're talking about what do you want to see like from like Bronny in the future or something like that? Like, what do you want from him? You're talking like Savannah was like, I just want him to be happy, find something he loves and stuff like that. Bron, I want him to make it to the NBA. I'm not gonna lie to you. I want him to make it to the NBA. I want to play with him in the NBA. Like, that's crazy.
It's okay for your parents to want like certain stuff for themselves from you. You know what I mean? That's okay.
I know. I just thought that was
nothing wrong with that. Yeah, but he was dead ass serious.
Yeah, it was dead serious. For real. Nah, but have you been watching anything on Netflix lately? I'm starting to feel like it's a worthless.
Anything on Netflix? Okay, I just watched Witcher.
Witcher.
I like Witcher, so okay, I thought I watched Witcher like the first time, like when I watched season 1, right? Yeah. Then I started watching season 2. I'm like, damn, I don't even know what the hell going on. I had to go watch it again. I watched season 1 of Witcher. I'm like, why was I not paying attention? This show was actually good. And when I connected the 2 seasons and watched the second season, I'm like, I really like this show. Like, like for a show that's moving so fast, like as far as time, like the time period that they're moving through, like they're moving through like 20 years of time, like in like 2 seasons.
Oh shit!
But like they do a lot of good of explaining the parts that you need to know to connect the story. You know what I mean? Because you know that's a lot of stuff happening over that time. But they getting a lot of the main stuff, and it's turning out to be a pretty good show, in my opinion.
Yeah,
in my opinion for sure. Yeah, so Witcher, that's one of my shows on Netflix for sure. I'm waiting for some more shows to come out like Umbrella Academy.
Yeah.
That's really my favorite show. Might be my favorite Netflix show that ever did. Especially
Stranger Things.
Nah, I like Umbrella Academy more than Stranger Things personally. I'm a superhero nerd type thing. I like sci-fi too though. And I like maybe Stranger Things because Stranger Things just got more. I feel like they got more seasons already. So.
Yeah, but I just heard they raised their prices again. Like, damn, I need to hop on
Netflix
somebody.
did?
Yeah, I need to hop on somebody's Netflix account because I can't keep paying for it. They keep raising the prices.
Hey, you just gotta get a little bit like $2-3 from everybody that be on it.
Yeah.
You might make some money off Netflix.
Yeah, that shit is crazy.
I'm really so groovy, put me in the mood. Really go dance, get to the bands. I'm getting so hot, securing the fans. Call me the greatest, a lot on my plate. Spark up a wood, just seeing what's good. Ain't no street, but I'm known in the hood. Look got me feeling so groovy, I'm spinning and shit. I'm slurring my words, all digital shit. Legs feeling strong, might do a little.
What's going on, y'all? It's your co-host Sha from Ace's Table. Thank y'all for making it this far in the video. I appreciate everybody for watching and listening. And y'all just watch next week. Like, comment, and subscribe. We out.
Easy. That was good.